I saw this story today and it was so sad for me. Looking at the picture of this young man, you will think that he went through a fight with someone, or maybe someone inflicted harm on him that is not related to him. But it will interest you to know that his own mother inflicted this harm or these injuries on him. Now, what happened was that the mom said that he stole from her. And so, what she had to do was to use a razor sharp blade on his face. Currently, this young man is blind on the right eye, I think, from the picture. He's blind on the right eye, and the left eye is still having some elements of injury as a result of the razor blade that she used on him for stealing. Now, we are not saying that stealing is acceptable, but your own child, aren't there other means of punishment? Isn't there any other punishment that she could give to this child, to this young boy? But by just using razor blade on him, this is so uncalled for. I have seen people who, in the name of punishing their children, end up inflicting more harm on them, sometimes to the extent in which some of them have been unalived in the process. You know, when you are angry from what a child does to you, you can actually do anything. So I think it's important that we understand what it means to actually discipline a child or punish a child for an act, for an action, or for an offense that the child has done. We must be careful how we go about it, because now she has been arrested. She is going to face the full wrath of the law regarding this, harming her own child. I mean, I don't understand how you would carry a child in your womb for 9 months and then you come to punish the child, and what you want to do is to use something harmful to inflict pain or harm on the child to the extent that the child is losing an organ of the body. This is not what punishment should be. And some people have said, well, in Africa, we use the cane to correct children. And we say, oh, spare the rod and spoil the child. Yes, spare the rod and spoil the child does not mean that you should inflict harm on the child to the extent that the child is unable to make use of a certain part of his body because of that punishment. So please, when you are angry, it's important that you do not touch your child at that moment, because once you touch your child, anything is bound to happen. And this young man has lost one eye. The other eye is totally blind. He will not be able to see again. Well, it's a sad one for the young man, and we pray that he's able to forgive his mom and she is able to understand the full extent of her crime, the full extent of what she has done,